Hey everybody, it's JANG here with a LEGO Jurassic World set. This is Raptor Escape. It comes with 394 pieces, including 2 minifigures and these 2 raptors. Officially, it's Charlie on the left and Echo over on the right. They have their unique color schemes, but their builds are exactly identical. The same plastic molds are used between these two. They have the ability to open the mouth full wide or close it up nicely like this. I very much like the color scheme on Echo. It just looks very natural to me. And they can move their arms individually and the legs individually. They do have the large main toenail that faces upward there. Can't do anything with the tail, unfortunately, but you can turn the heads around. That they do have that swiveled at a very nice point, and it has a good connection down to the neck, so it stays nice and smooth. The pen the raptors are being kept in is kind of small, but at least it does have enough room for both of them to fit in there and still move around a little bit. The front of it has the exaggerated perspective style. It's kind of triangular, the way that it tapers up towards the top. This is actually a pretty respectable build. It uses building in multiple directions to good effect. Those pieces here on the sides are actually printed. You don't need stickers for those, but this is a sticker on the side, and there's also a sticker for the main sign up on the top. But you see the use of bricks and plates and wedge plates and slopes and curved pieces, lots of different stuff put together. This thing has some thickness to it too. From the back of it, you can see there's a little handle up at the top, but you don't have to hold on to that to pull this up. It just slides open, and then you get 2 Technic pieces on the sides. You only need to use one of them to lock that into place to make sure that it doesn't fall back down. On the side, you have just a little bit of electrified fence detail there. Notice that it's kind of sloped up into the pen on the sides as well. Got a hinge over here. We'll see what that's all about in just a minute. This is just a little feeding tray. You can put the poultry bits in there. It actually includes 2. It's supposed to include just 1, but they give you a spare, so that's nice, extra food. And that's a sliding little tray, so you can actually push it into the pen so safely. Of course, you have to move one of the raptors out of the way if he's getting too anxious, but you can safely move the food from the outside to the inside is the idea there, because this is all supposed to be a fully electrified area, though it is fairly open. That's a little bit awkward. And then back here at the back, you have an observation tower. It doesn't have any ladder going up to it or anything, so you have to use your imagination a little bit, but this is a place where a minifigure could stand up above and actually check out what's going on down below. And there's a light there that can be shown around to different parts, but unfortunately, again, you have to use your imagination a little bit. This can only turn up and down. It can't go side to side, but it does look good. This has a strange action feature to it. You notice there's kind of a target right there, that black disc piece. Well, what happens is you put a minifigure up here on the top. Go ahead and do that now. And he's just checking out what's going on down below. One of the raptors will get feisty and start just kicking around in this place and ultimately kick off one of the supports, and that's what this is supposed to represent. He hits that, causes part of this to fall down, and then your minifigure falls into the pen and you have to rescue him. It's a simple little feature. I don't feel like it really adds that much play value, to be honest. And then this final side of the enclosure down below is just a continuation of the electric fence. Remember I mentioned the hinges on the sides of this thing earlier? Well, you can kind of separate out the sections and then bend these out to make it feel like this is a larger pen. Just imagine it now being more of a triangular shape, and just kind of add your own wall with a box or something, or just place this up against the wall of your home, and then you just basically end up having a larger pen. You just have to use your imagination a little bit. Set also includes this quad ATV, which is unusually large, and I say that because look what happens when you put a minifigure on it for scale. That is quite a large ATV, especially for a single-seater, but maybe it's a tandem 2-seater, because you can turn this rack back here upwards, and that becomes kind of a little roll bar, and you can put a second minifigure back there, I guess, for doing a rescue. I think this is supposed to be either part of the frame or just part of the structure for climbing up onto the thing. 1 sticker on the front, 1 sticker on the back. It does have a good little flick missile launcher on the side, and I say it's good because you can move it down, you can move it up, and you can also turn. So you can aim it in different directions, which is a good use of a small number of parts there. But I don't know, just the proportions of this thing seem awkward. I kind of feel like they could have made this smaller and a little bit more realistic while also making it just slightly cheaper at the same time. The minifigures in the set are Barry on the left, whom we will meet in the movie, and on the right is an unnamed generic vet. So Barry has the tranquilizer dart gun, and then the vet just has one of those training poles that's electrified at the end of it. I like the torso for Barry. It's a fairly just kind of mundane, just regular clothes, regular person clothes setup, which I appreciate, stuff that's not so specialized. It's also a color that we don't get all that frequently from Lego, and especially for minifig parts. And no secondary face on the back of Barry because he doesn't have any hair, but you do get a secondary face on the back of the vet because you can hide that away. Objectively, looking at the price per part ratio here, this thing looks like it has good value. Also, when you consider what types of parts are included, including the 2 Raptors there that are in exclusive colors, it definitely delivers the value. On a subjective basis, there are a few things that I'm not all that thrilled about with this set, but to be honest, it does make for a respectable looking standalone set, just like this, as just a pen, as just an attraction on its own. It's all closed up all around the back. It does have enough room for both of those Raptors to move around. I like the little feeding pen on the side, or the little tray that you can move in and out, and the entrance area, the door section, the gate, is also designed nicely. There's still something subjective to me about this entire set that just doesn't sit all that well with me. I feel like it could have been better. It's just not as exciting. And again, that's 100% subjective, and I'm having trouble just putting my finger on exactly what it is. But that's just me, and enough from me. Time for you to let your thoughts be known. Please share your feelings about this set down in the comment section. Always great to get more feedback from more different folks. I thank you for taking the time to actually watch this whole video. Hope that I showed you everything that you wanted to see about it, and I hope that you'll stick around to check out my next video because that's on the way very soon. Catch you later.